All right, well, just going to start off asking the question. How many of you guys like paying for gas? Yeah, all right, figured that. How about if I told you that the technology is out there now that you can drive 300 miles pure on electricity? Tesla Motor Company is allowing you to do this. Most people haven't heard of them, but it's starting to come around, and it's going to be a big thing very soon. The fact of the matter is, there's finding an electric car that is not corny to drive around in, like a lot of people talk about. It's a sexy new car. It's got amazing features. It's got 2 trunks, a massive touchscreen in the middle, butterfly doors, and it's going to be the future of cars as we know it. Talking about the chairman of Tesla, he came out with a simple plan, but he stated his goals and he stated what he wanted to do, and he's following all of his. He kept it a big secret basically until it finally came out, and now he's at basically step number 2, where he's finally got the ability to build this car, and he's making some money through it, and he's trying to sell enough so that he can make enough money to drop the prices for this car. Basically, this car is a Tesla. This is an example of a concept car that Audi's coming out with. It's a new electric car, pretty amazing looking. For this one, you can get 300 miles per change. It's a brand new, sleek look. It takes the sports car's idea of how it looks. The speed in it actually is incredible. It's 0 to 60 is 3.9 seconds compared to.
Just flip the thing back on.
That would happen.
Turn on the projector. You're there.
All right. Well, back to this. Well, the speed is incredible. I mean, the cars now, like the Nissan Leaf and the Prius, they're hybrids, and the Leaf is actually electronic, but they top out around 70 miles an hour, and this car can touch about 200, over 200, and it also has a silent engine. I mean, I've watched video. Seriously?
Oh, that's.
All right, I watched videos, and it literally is silent, and the only thing you can hear is the tires moving, and it just sounds like electric. It's really hard to explain, but it's pretty incredible. This is a sports car. How it matches up to the fastest cars in the industry right now. As you can see, the BMW M5, the Mercedes, the Porsche, and the Tesla, all very expensive. The fact of the matter is, it can compete with the top of the line, and that was their goal, is to get people to finally look at this car as it's not just an environmental car, but it's also something people will want. This is the Tesla Model S. This is the top tier of it. It's pretty pricey, but I see it as an investment. Just like if you were to invest solar panels at your house, you're going to pay a lot up front, but over time it's going to even out. And you'll end up making money back. They have basic models of the Tesla that is around 50,000 miles, and you get probably about $50,000, and you get about 150 miles per charge. So, I mean, they're still trying to knock down the price, but where they're at right now, they're pretty happy. The charging stations, they are free to use. There's already 5 set up in California right now, and if you purchase one of these cars or any other car that's starting to use this type of technology, you can go there whenever you want, and it's free to use. You can go over there. They're purposely setting up next to diners and other types of restaurants where they encourage people to come in, charge their car, and they can just go and grab something neat. Say it takes 30 minutes like for lunch, and they can just get on their way. They're 150 miles, they have more to go. That's just another option instead of charging at your house. The Nissan Leaf it's the other main electric car now, and it takes 20 hours to charge. And you get about 100 miles once you charge it for that long. So a lot of people are getting away from electric cars and they're trying to get people back towards it. The stations are all charged by solar power, so you don't need any attendees, you don't need anyone to work, nothing to maintain. It's all, there's no emissions. It's all based, it's self-sustained, which is very good for the environment. It eliminates gas dependency. It's very environmental friendly because obviously there's no harmful emissions go out into the air. Not wasting oil, which is precious fossil fuels. Oil is a non-renewable resource, so eventually we're going to run out of oil. And by the time it gets to that point, you're going to see prices around $10, even more. I mean, because they already are $10 over in Europe and other countries, and it's going to just keep increasing. So we can start early to get away from that. It would be helpful. And Hurricane Sandy, I don't know about you, but it opened my eyes and a lot of others that I know. I lost power for about a week. The rest of my family, probably 2 weeks, and we had them all living in one house. It was awful. We had first day, my parents sent me out to find gas for the cars and to find ice so all our food doesn't go bad. I drove 50 miles in every direction. There was either 2-hour lines for the gas stations or they're already out of gas. So after the first day, I wasn't able to basically drive to work or do any normal things for a week. There was also a lot of fist fights at these gas stations, which were happening during this, which is pretty crazy. That's how dependent we are on getting gas and oil. I mean, it really just did show you where we are right now, how much we need it. This technology is the future. The fact of the matter is that it's here right now and that we can attain it and other companies can use it. Their main goal right now is that they want to have someone be able to drive from New York to California as a free trip without using any money for oil. And their goal is by 2025, according to Car and Driver, that they can set up enough charging stations so that you can literally make it across the entire country without using $1 towards gas. Also, this car in 2012 is very popular in California since that's where they're based out of, and they already have 5 charging stations up, and they'll have 20 by next year, and they're slowly making their way east and towards cities. But it also got voted Motor Trend Car of the Year, which is very sound car, automobile, magazine, and website, and it actually did get Motor Trend Car of the Year, which is pretty incredible for an electric car going up against like Lamborghinis and all these other amazing cars. So the fact of the matter is, start getting, I mean, I don't know if you get a car right now, but the fact of the matter is this technology is coming up fast. The more knowledge you have about it in the future, you'll be able to know what to get and what to stay away from, especially the models that they have now that they're trying to push for.